Hi, and welcome to my Echelon Connect Sport review. This bike is a Walmart exclusive where you can find the link to buy it in the description of this video. Hope you like it. I'm going to show you an overview of how the bike looks. I'm going to do a 360 view of how the bike is structured. As you can see, the pedals are toe cage and a flat side. They are not SPD. The handlebar accommodates for different positions, so you can follow along with your spin class on all of the positions required. The flywheel has actually a protection cover for security. It's pretty smooth to ride and the resistance is pretty good. The resistance in this bike is magnetic. You can adjust by turning the lever and you can stop by pushing the button. The bike comes with a water bottle holder. This bike accommodates for different devices. There's a device holder. I use my phone and have used even a tablet up to 12 inches and it works fine. You can see it has wheels for transportation. There is different adjustments for the bike. You can move the saddle up and front, move the seat post up and down, as well as you can adjust the height of the handlebars. The handlebars do not move horizontally, so basically you can just move them vertically. Like I mentioned, the pedals are just a toe cage and are not SPD compatible. There's just a flat side pedal on the other side. For those users that use an Echelon, for the Peloton Digital, that is the conversion table that I use to take the classes, and I basically cast the workouts to my screen. The bike uses electricity, a 9-volt connector to power it up and start the smart option. I also have a treadmill in my setup, and that's the Run device. I'll be doing a review of this device in a later video. So the way that I've been using the bike on the for the last couple of days has been mainly 3 to 4 different ways. The first one is using the bike as a device to use the Peloton digital app. The second way is actually for just a freestyle ride, basically to measure just distance, speed, and resistance without following along any special class. I've been also using the scenic rides that are part of the Echelon app, and I've been doing both on demand and live classes from the Echelon app itself. So I have a pretty good feel on how the bike works and how it feels, and I basically come up with the pros and cons of this bike. So first, I'm gonna start with the positive side of the bike. Obviously, the price is one of the major wins or major pros for this bike. The price, it's right now $499 on Walmart. The bike does come in and out of stock, but it's obviously a little bit harder to find right now. So, but the price for the quality of this bike and the capability of having the bike connected in an app in there for 499 shipped to your house for free, obviously plus taxes. It's a major it's a major seller for this bike, especially for the quality of this bike. As I mentioned, the bike does feel pretty solid and sturdy. It does have some plastic components in there, but a lot of the actual frame and everything, it's the metal is it feels sturdy, and Uh, I'm a big guy, so it does feel sturdy and it doesn't wobble along. I'm 5'10" and I'm pushing almost 200 pounds, so the bike will resist, will take a beating. For the other Pro is precisely this freestyle ride. So basically, you can connect your bike to the Echelon app without paying for the subscription, and you will get all of the required metrics if you want to use along with your Peloton digital app. So basically, you'll get your resistance, you'll get your cadence speed, plus you will get other metrics like power. You can even connect like a Bluetooth heart sensor, and you'll even get your heart rate in there as well. So you can follow along any of the Peloton digital apps, or even just do YouTube rides or watch TV and still see your metrics in real time in there, which is a major plus. The other pro is that this bike actually also has its own subscription. I've been doing classes with some of the instructors in there. They do have like a different approach to the class or different style of class versus what the Peloton instructors do. And I have to say this, the Echelon instructors are really good and get you motivated as well. You also have on-demand classes and scenic rides. I put them as a pro in the scenic rides because they give you the option and it's there. I wish they would adjust or the scenic rides would react on how fast you're pedaling or what your resistance is. Obviously, that isn't happening. It's more like a video. You'll still see your metrics in there, but I wish those were a little bit more interactive, something I don't know, something Swift like or Ruby like, if you've ever seen those applications where you're actually writing and the scenery and everything is reacting to your own speed. What I can see from there's an official Echelon Riders group in Facebook, and it's a great community, and everybody's cheering each other, and even the instructors interact a lot in that. So that is a really good thing if that is something that motivates you. I also have a video in this channel, and I can probably post a link to it in the description where I show basically the unboxing and the assembly. It took me 30 minutes to assemble the bike, and it's really not that complex. You can see it there or leave a comment, and I can definitely answer any of your questions. The other pro, I have my bike in the basement, so there's no I'm not waking anybody up from my family, but in case you're in an apartment or you have like your bike near other people, the bike is actually really silent, so there's no sound almost coming out of it. So that's definitely pro. So now to the cons or negative sides that I wish those would change. Uh, Obviously, like a lot of the bikes out there right now, it's difficult to find something in stock or with a quick shipping. So you need to be basically hunting down this bike in the Walmart site, which is the other thing. This bike is just a Walmart exclusive, so you can only find it in stock from Walmart. But if you find it, obviously, like I mentioned, this is a really good option. The app is inconsistent. Sometimes the videos will freeze or have issues. If you look at the Play Store, I just have Android devices, so if you see at the score or the rating of the app is not good. I think it's like 2.4 stars. They do they do have been updating, like I've seen like three updates in the past week where the experience has become better. So obviously this is something that at the moment I feel it's inconsistent, but it's getting much better. Like the technical staff is actually working in it, so hopefully uh, this can be changed in the future. And I think this comes also with the next item. I've been talking to technical the technical team about this is the inability to export data. So they give you the option to sync like with Fitbit and Strava. That's where basically I keep most of my exercise and where I do my tracking. And as of right now, and even though I've been talking to the technical team, they have only been able to confirm that Strava will only sync for classes, not the freestyle or not the scenic rides, which for me it's like something that's really bad. Like if you really want to use it like with the Peloton digital classes, there is no way for you to export your data. You will be able to see it in the Echelon app, but you will not be able to take that data anywhere. You only get an email with that data, and unless you want to track it like with a spreadsheet or some other means, it's kind of hard. Obviously, I wish this was possible in another matter. The other thing, the subscription for the app is expensive. I think it's close to, want to say like $30, $35 when you have the Peloton digital app at $12. Obviously, you don't need to buy into the subscription, but having the other options for less than half the price obviously uh, points you to using the Peloton. Even if you also lose the same thing from the Peloton, you won't have the leaderboards, etc. if you don't do the subscription. Um, and finally, and I think this might be with the current situation right now, but the technical support and service is not very helpful or responsive. So sometimes it'll take a day to get an answer, 2 days, and many times the answer won't help. So this is something that they need to work on. So for the conclusion or closing comments, this is a really good bike for the price. It is an excellent option to use either with the Echelon app subscription or to use it with as a side companion to the Peloton digital app. This comes down to preference and obviously cost based on the subscription. But for the bike itself, it is a really sturdy, really good bike for for the price. The only caveat that I have, or the only pain points for me, is the inability to export the data that I want. Hopefully, these will come along with some software updates, maybe even raising or removing the connection paywall that they have, maybe opening the connection, the Bluetooth connection through a firmware update or something that allows the bike to connect to other services, something like Strava or Ruby or some other cycling services. Obviously, this goes against their business interests, but basically the hardware is really good. Just the software side needs a little bit of working on. So hopefully you like this video. Please leave a comment, subscribe, or give a like. So if you do so, and talk to you guys soon.